Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Friends and Family. Now, in this episode, we're going to be doing some track work, a little bit more track work, and after a couple transitions, guess what? More track work. This episode is completely focused on the track work, just because it takes a long time and I don't know how to record time lapses for my Lego City yet. So, if we do that, I also, as you can see, have decorated with one of my puzzles. Because puzzle, and I like my Lego puzzles. So yeah, now let's cut over to track laying me. Okay, so now that we've gotten the parade finished, which was over there, you can see I've torn it apart, and surprise, there's nothing over there either. Now we're going to focus on redoing the Railyard because it just doesn't look as good as it probably can. And I also want to redo the track work. So let's start by moving the trains. Okay. This is going to be one of the harder parts because of the trains being big and everything. But we'll do our best to get them out of the way of the tracks, which, if I'm careful, you can see I have a bunch of extra tracks in there that we can use to remodel. So we'll lay those out once I get everything off and out. Actually, let's take things over here, over to my desk, so that we have space for this all. Log car. I haven't really shown you guys my rolling stock yet. I'll have to do that eventually. So yeah, steampunk loco. But yeah, hopefully we'll be able to remodel that entire section of track and stuff, so that it flows better, it's easier to load and unload, because when cars are parked there, it's hard to load those. And maybe we'll even extend this way. So, some reworking of the lines, I guess. Listen. Yeah. All of these trains are fun, but it's going to be different. See the line remodeled. And eventually, once we move, I'll have a bigger downstairs space, a larger table, and then I'll also be able to do model trains, which I think next episode I'll probably show you those so that you can see what all of those are. Because, I mean, you can see these, and then I haven't shown you my shelf of stuff over there, my work table, or even all of my bricks over here. So I'll probably do that in the next episode. Oh yeah, so this doesn't currently have a spring right now, because I moved the spring over to a locomotive for my model trains, or I guess it's a rubber band. But I moved it over to my model train stuff so that I could see if those worked until I got the bands for them. So yeah. Still lots of stuff we have to move. I'm going to go move the rest of that stuff, and then I'll be back. Okay. So now that we've gotten all of the stuff moved over to there, which I'll quickly actually come and give you a quick little overview of all of the different things, we're able to see just how much of an empty space we actually have. So One of the first things I want to do is I want to pull these tracks back this way to run along this outer edge of the table, kind of like they are over there, so that then I can have switches inside, roads coming along, and then they'll be able to load and unload on the inside. And I won't have to worry about these falling off or intruding over here. So I'm going to go rip out the tracks in this wall, and then we'll see what we can do from there. So now that I've gotten all of my tracks sorted, my black cat Rosie, say hi to the camera, please. Rosie, say hi. Rosie's not very friendly towards the camera, so just bear that in mind. But yeah, I've gotten all of my train tracks left over, like the ones from in here, and the ones that I ripped out from right here. I've laid them all out. Rosie, move! Sorry, my cat decided to get in the way of the camera. So yeah, we can see that I have 8 straight tracks, about, let's see, 19 of these little flexi track links. Then we have 12 of these curved tracks and 3 switches. 2 of them left, 1 of them right. So I'm going to orientate them, and hopefully you guys are fine with another transition to the next part so I can get this oriented. So I'm currently trying this track arrangement where I might have the switch like this. If I move those, then have a couple tracks. But the only problem I ran into is this being my only powered engine on this line. Runs into there, if you can see. The trucks don't clear the radius of the switch, especially not if it has train cars. So we have to figure out a different way. Thinking maybe of moving the turn-in switch there to where the tracks and switches come around like this. Because, I mean, that might work. But I'm going to work more on the track placement and try to get things. All I know is I want the main line to go around like this, around the outside. I think I'm getting closer to a solution. If I rotate this switch here around to where this end is here, and then tracks go like this, and one goes out like this, I might be able to have the green engine switchable again. Let's give it another try. I think I might have it all figured out. As you can see, I have this engine ready for testing. So let's try it. No, wrong way. Go backwards, stop. No, why is that? Okay. Go forwards. Stop. Oh, it ran off. Stop. Maybe this one needs the orange buffers instead. I'll work on that eventually. Switch that. Go forwards, and it's able to go there. That can be engine parking, I guess. Or we could have the whole train here. And here is for the steampunk locomotive. I finally have got it figured out. So I think that is pretty good. So now that we've laid all of our tracks, I do want to address something. because of the Halloween episode being recorded very quickly, I actually recorded that after the main content of this episode. Therefore, this episode isn't completely up to date. Maybe I'll insert a clip here of what it looks like. Probably not, because you might have seen it in the Halloween episode. But regardless, I hope you've enjoyed. Goodbye!